It's been 20 years since it was originally commissioned on the company. And every time you talk to alumni about NAWA, oh my God, everybody gets excited. I love dancing that piece. I love dancing that piece. So this cohort, this collection of artists, I'm excited for them to do the work. And it's always been an audience favorite. So I'm excited for now our audiences to experience the work as well. So just excitement all around.
When I danced at 11 years ago, I was kind of a new guy on the scene. So I was dancing more of the core roles and opening trio and the quartet and all these parts over and over again. And now getting to dance some of the bigger duets and things, it's just a whole new piece to me.
The piece actually comes from a full evening work that was created back in the early 1990s, Mediterranea. And Mediterranea was not a complete full evening, but very close to it, and it had a lot of different chapters. The second section that you're going to see from NAWA is called El Naranjo, the orange tree. And the last section is called Palmeras, the palm fronds. And so back in 2005 or 2006, I called him and I said, could you imagine taking these two sections and just coming to make one new section for Hubbard Street to have a premiere, an actual premiere from a world-class choreographer like Nacho Duato. And he said, it's funny, I've been listening to this music. Some people say it Gnawa and some people say Nawa. It's the time signature of that music. This one in particular is in a 5. And he said, I've been listening to this and I've not known what to do with it. Give me a couple of days. And he called me back and he said, we're on.
The first thing that drew me to NAWA, of course, was the music. You know, it's rhythmic, it's trance-like. It's in a 5. A lot of the rhythms are in a 5, which is, you know, a little unusual. And the way that the choreography meets that music and what it brings out of the dancers is really exciting. I think this collection of dancers, this cohort, and any cohort in any snapshot of time really reflects the time, right? So, you know, what does the company look like now in 2025? You know, it's a very different makeup than it was in 2005, you know? And so how does that collection, before they even hit the Marley, before they even do a step, what do they mean as a collective? I think they mean so much. There are a lot more dancers of color in the company right now, and I think that's going to translate differently. Yeah, it's exciting.
I mean, each and every encounter that I have with a company or a university program where I am deeply involved in a remount process or a restaging process, getting to know each other is a critical part of that relationship, because that's what it kind of has to become. And we don't all immediately trust each other. It's not that we distrust, but it takes us time to build that foundational, that platform, if you like, to jump off of. It's been an incredibly quiet, but very energetic process for us thus far. I'm looking forward to the surprises.
I'm really excited for the audience to see it, for those that maybe have seen this before, for them to see just a new body of dancers on the stage performing this. You know, it's a little bit more diversified now, like as far as like where everyone comes from and just the bodies on stage. So and even just like how some of us are newer to the company and some of us have been in the company. So I'm really excited to see all of that coming together, just because everyone looks so amazing too. So it's really going to be great to show it and just to perform this to the audience.
It's always been a fan favorite. It's got such great music. The costumes are fun. There's such speed and virtuosity going on. And it's always been a dancer favorite too. It always sits so deeply in anyone who performs this piece. So I hope the audience picks up on that, and I don't think they can help it.
I'm excited for the audiences to get caught up, to almost get into a meditative state. The music takes you there right away. The music, the movement, especially the opening movement, you feel like you're in a rush. You know, there's this almost like a whirlwind, this vortex that pulls you into it and it doesn't let you go to the very end. And just some of the partnering is just so exquisite. I just want them to soak it up, you know, to all those delicacies happening on stage.
I don't think I want to suggest that the audience should look for anything in particular, because it's not a narrative, and yet the piece was deeply inspired by the cultures around the Mediterranean Sea. So, like in Spain, for many, many decades, from centuries, it was deeply influenced by the Moorish influence from North Africa. And with that came certain influences in architecture, and certainly in movement quality. And one can look for that architecture very clearly within the structure of the piece. I don't think I want to say anything more than that, because the idea is that there's enough clarity that you want to connect to it, you want to understand, and yet you have lots of space for your own individual interpretation. I'm just very happy that the piece is back, because it's this company's piece. It was created for this company, and it's also, I think, a stunningly beautiful and moving piece. So it's just, I'm delighted to have it come back to the company's active repertory.